If we're not at a Disney park, we're dreaming about being there, and a cup of Joffrey's Coffee Disney Blend helps. But what about when you're at a Disney park? The Joffrey's Disney Kiosk and Restaurant Locator will make sure you never miss out. Whether it's a cool drink on a hot summer vacation or a great cup of coffee at a Disney signature restaurant, Joffrey's has you covered. Check it out at joffreys.com.
Hi, Tim and Bob, or Bob and Tim. This is AJ and Jermaine Castro calling you from the Magic Kingdom. It's Christmas time down here, and it's beautiful. Wish you guys were here. And remember, please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejados de las puertas.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Please board quickly and safely. Our monorail will be departing momentarily. Thank you.
Hey everyone, thanks for joining us. I'm Tim Scott.
I'm Bob Collar.
Bob, how about that open for the show?
Hey, Merry Christmas, everybody.
That would seem to slip through our system there.
Whoops.
Yep.
Well, you know,
we like to respond to everybody, and if we don't respond, you might want to send a follow-up and just say. I'm hoping it was just this past Christmas, Bob, that the Castros decided to drop us a line. Thank you very much, guys.
Yeah, thank you so much. That's wonderful. Wow, how about the Montenegese?
Oh, he did that well.
Do it, man.
I'm usually pretty good until that word, and then just after that word. But you know,
I can do it in English sometimes, but not all the time.
Not all the time.
Man, oh man. Tim, speaking of great listeners and thank yous, we got to thank a review on iTunes. We got a new review on iTunes.
Oh, I love the iTunes reviews.
Yeah, we got quite a few, actually. We got a bunch of them, but nobody actually wrote anything. They were just giving us, the actual review thing. So we appreciate any of that you guys want to do. But this one comes from Charlie from Alabama. Says, I found this podcast when I started training for my first Run Disney half marathon. And Bob and Tim, or Tim and Bob, helped me get through plenty of grueling miles with their Disney-related conversations. Keep up the good work, guys. P.S. And go watch Coco.
Oh, yeah.
We got to go see that.
We do have to go see it. I still have not seen it, but it's definitely on the list.
Not together. We don't need to go together.
Hey, why not?
Because I'm afraid.
You should be afraid. What I took away from his thing was when he hears our voice, he tends to run faster to get away from us. That's kind of what I took away from that one.
Is that what you're taking away? Hey, whatever it takes.
Hey, whatever motivates.
Whatever it takes. We're here for you.
Absolutely. Hey, Bob, we also had a comment on our website.
Oh, we love those as well.
Over at ResortLoop.com. This is from Brett C. Williams. He goes, I just finished episode 513, the top 5 most emotional Disney songs. He says, the worst podcast episode ever.
Wow.
I know.
All right. A positive review.
He says, I'm a grown man sitting at my desk at work and with my eyes watering. Man, just hearing the submissions. So moving. And I love the combination of both the parks and the movie music. I think it's time to create a photo slideshow with the Disney music.
I like that idea.
And then Brett says, now excuse me while I go listen to some Metallica to get my testosterone levels back up.
There you go. Well.
Oh, Brett, thank you.
It's that's why we do these things.
Oh, absolutely.
If we can't make you cry.
And we will.
Just from listening most of the time. I took it as both of those. Both of those, no, they're not too happy with us. I don't know. But hey, listen, we're Disney fans. We're all Disney fans.
We don't hide it.
We wear that very proudly on our sleeves, as well as most of Looper Nation. Everybody loves Disney.
On some level, they do. They don't think they do, but they do.
They do. So, I got to find it because I want to make sure I give proper credit here.
Yes.
The last time I didn't give proper credit. Give me a minute. It's coming up.
I'll do music on hold. I will now sing a medley of my songs.
Oh.
I will not sing. You just keep looking so I don't actually have to sing.
I'm looking. All right. So here's what happened. I'm stalling for time.
I understand.
Computer boots. I got the slowest computer in the world. All right. So Super Looper, Karalyn Gibbs.
Yes.
She says, I want to know from Looper Nation, what's your one tip for things to do at Disney when traveling with a non-Disney person?
This is a good question.
Great question.
Because you got to attack this the right way, or else you won't convert them as quickly as you would otherwise.
You'll never go with them again. So in some cases, that might be good.
Exactly.
Other cases, not so much.
Open your hearts to the magic, people. That's all I'm going to say. I'm kidding.
So, Karalyn, thank you for that. We put that out to Looper Nation on all our social media stuff. And why don't you start us off, Tim, with the responses from Looper Nation?
I will start us off. This is from I2I Disney. It's give them a Dole Whip on the Polynesian beach during fireworks.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Oh, I don't even need the fireworks.
Right. Oh, just, with the Dole Whip walking around the Poly. Come on.
Because a lot of people don't even consider the Disney hotels. And you say, let's go to Disney. They're thinking, theme parks, walking through a castle. They're not thinking of all the food and the resorts.
Right. Roller coasters, and being hot, and feet hurting. That's all they think.
No place to sit.
Right. Right. Good pal of the show, Tasha Sonard, says, drink around world showcase at Epcot. Also seems like everyone loves Soarin', no matter how into Disney they are. That's true.
That is absolutely true.
You got to pick the correct ride, I think, for your non-Disney person.
I think so, because again, it's another Disney quality ride, but you're not getting hit over the head with like characters.
Right. Exactly.
Because chances are they've never done anything like Soarin' before.
Right, and that's the other thing. Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, we're going to go to Krista. Her Twitter handle is @BrownsFan317. We know her.
Yes, we do.
And we feel her pain. She said,
it's over now for the season, so we're okay.
Woohoo, 1-31. The past 2 years.
Oh, wow.
I know. Sounds even worse when you say it. She says, taking 2 teenage boys with my son in 14 days. They've only been there once for a quick trip for band. I know all about that. Although they're not huge Disney fans, like my son and I asked what they did like about Disney. Hoping to use that to make that trip extra special. Turns out one of them loves Stitch. So I have snagged an Ohana reservation.
Nice.
Yeah. He has no idea. My son and I have just tried to plan our trip around the interests of him and the boys, making sure that we don't overplan or try to tackle too much of the magic at once.
That you're going to find that as a theme throughout a lot of these tips.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, Krista, you hit that nail on the head. Very good.
Yeah, these boys, they're going to like Stitch and they're going to like the food.
Oh, absolutely.
So that was an excellent choice.
Come on, young boys, teenage boys, and all you can eat. Forget about it.
Meat, Polynesian. Oh.
Exactly. Brian is Appleman365 says, hope it's not too late. Change your veteran pace. See, again, the theme coming up.
Right.
While regulars have already seen everything, remember what the first time was like. Tour slowly and let your non-Disney folk take it all in. Take it all in. Slow it down.
Great tip. You want to let them be able to look around while you're walking from attraction to attraction. Don't just go there at a zipline pace.
Exactly.
Krista Holmquist Carter, sorry about that. Leave the non-Disney people at home. Then she goes, just kidding. No, wait, I'm not.
Well, there is that.
Well, maybe they've tried to go and it's still not their thing. Hey, don't let them hold you back. If you still want to go, go.
Absolutely. Sometimes you got to take a little separate vacation.
You got to cut them loose. Cut them loose. You don't need those people in your lives.
Right. Exactly. You're going to find that theme in East as well. Michelle Buglioni Rosario says, don't force an over-regimented schedule with too many reservations, etc. Remember, it's their vacation too. Have some days with nothing planned. If you're there long enough, so allow for pool/relaxation time. Yeah, I mean, there's so many other things to do.
Oh, absolutely.
Disney. So,
without a
take
doubt.
it all in.
Let's see. Janet Fraser Sala It says that if they like food or golf, plan accordingly and avoid the in-your-face experiences. For example, avoid Magical Express. And think about spending more time at your, hopefully, a deluxe resort, or Disney Springs or the Animal Kingdom in Epcot, and less time at the other parks.
There you go.
So know who you're kind of traveling with and what they will enjoy.
Absolutely. Peyton Turner says, don't go commando. It burns them out too fast. Also, they don't have this same likes as you. Learn what type of attractions they like and place your focus there. If that doesn't work, just leave them at home. Most important, don't let them be a downer and mess up your trip.
That's right. Once again, that's where you call the minivan to pick them up, and then you say, just take them as far away as you can.
Take them over to the beach.
There you
let
go.
them hang out at the beach.
They'll find their way back to the hotel eventually.
Or not.
Whatever. Scott Nicholson says, point out the details, like the chess game on Pirates or the hidden key at Muppet Vision.
Oh, yeah.
Some people
There's
love
a lot
that
of
kind of
details
details.
at Disney.
Exactly.
Yeah. Brian Cern says, sometimes it's too easy to let the Disney nerd out, and that can turn a lot of the uninitiated off. Remember, keep it in check, not just the rides, but also the unexpected. Think spas or golf or nature, something that plays to their interest. Again, that theme. I usually start with the food. A good meal at California Grill, perfectly timed with the fireworks, is usually a good introduction.
Oh, that's a great tip.
That's a great introduction.
If you can coordinate something like that with the fireworks, but act like you didn't know it was going to happen, or don't mention that it's going to happen, and just kind of let the magic fall where it may.
There you go. Absolutely.
Here's one. Tim Bracken. I may or may not be related to this guy.
Possibly.
He says, as a non-Disney person, don't plan every second of the day at the park for me and my family. Give me suggestions on how to have a great Disney vacation, but don't plan everything out.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. That was an email just to you. I apologize. That was, is he trying to tell you something?
I don't know. Hey, he wasn't there the last time we went, so he couldn't possibly be speaking with me. You will go where I say to go.
There you go.
That's what not to do.
Sydney Jane Seeger says, done that. My husband and I went for a week with his brother and wife. We got them as included as we could with all of the planning and decision-making with dinners and fast passes. The live shows were the things they enjoyed the most, Indiana Jones, Flights of Wonder, etc. We also found that even though talking about the park parades didn't look like it excited them, John and I just happened to be in good spots right when the parade started. I swear they lit up like little kids again. Aww. Also, going to the nighttime show and extra magic hours. Not that we don't love kiddos. We do, I promise, she said. There were less kiddos later at night, so more time to ride all the rides we wanted. It ended up being one of the best trips in a long time. So there you go. That's, sometimes they might say, I don't think I want to do this. If you sneak it in there, it might end up being one of the best things for them.
That's true. They might say, well, as long as we're here, let's just give it a try.
Exactly.
And that could lead to another part of discovery of something they might enjoy at Walt Disney World.
Exactly.
Let's see here. Rhonda Hoth Crabtree. Very simple from her. She says fireworks from the Bay Lake Tower.
Oh.
Man.
Hey, Rhonda, can you get us up there for
Hi,
that?
Rhonda.
We'd like to go see that. That'd be all right.
I wouldn't complain.
Jeremy Hunt says, don't even do a park if they're not feeling it. Instead, book a really nice dinner, ADR, at a resort where they can take in the incredible Disney atmosphere while relaxing with a great meal. That's a good point. I mean, if they're adults, I don't know if you necessarily want to take them to a character dining,
That's true.
Yeah, because you don't want to take them to Chef Mickey's your first day there if it's all adults going.
Right.
Because they're gonna be just swarmed with all the kids, and it's loud over there, a lot going on. They might be like, man, this is exhausting, and it's day one. I don't know.
I can't eat like this every day.
Right, and there's that too.
Monica Rodriguez Pinto. We know Monica.
We know her.
We love Monica. She says, drop them off at the resort pool and leave them there while you go have fun. I mean, she says that like that's torture, going to the resort pool.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
She says, pick them up when you return to your resort. No, seriously. She says, do that. Just don't leave them with the magic band that would charge to your account.
Yeah, exactly. Jonathan Clark says, I don't associate with non-Disney people. Okay, Jonathan.
He must be friends with Joe Herco because he says non-Disney people. What are those?
Joe's got a good group of friends up there.
Yeah, he does.
Justin Leeser.
Justin.
We know Justin. I think the biggest advice is have a plan. Anyone will tell you that Disney without a plan can be a sour experience. If your non-Disney friends are okay with it, take the liberty of planning their vacation and stick to your plan. Even make a touring plans and an hour-by-hour schedule to maximize your time. Get to your park work in the morning. Give your friends afternoon breaks and early evenings. I recommend staying in Crescent Lake at the Boardwalker Beach Club or Yacht Club. Spend your first day at Epcot, the most Disney neutral park and World Showcase. Ease them into the Disney bubble before moving on to Magic Kingdom or Hollywood Studios, where there are a lot more characters, kid-friendly activities, where they might get turned off. This is great advice.
This is like dip your toe in the pool.
If you show them that anyone can have fun at Disney, you'll put them on the path to eventually joining this great community. And Kristen Bowker-Connolly chimed in. She said, agreed. I have found that taking the extra work out of planning the vacation helps them enjoy the experience and adds to the magic. Making sure they know they can stay at the resort and not offend you is also helpful too. That's a great tip, because a lot of times people think they got to stay with you the whole trip.
Right.
And you got to let them know, look, if you want to do a pool day today, stay at the pool.
Absolutely. You're not going to offend us.
Right. Great tips there.
I love them. Phil LeBlanc says, find new friends. Seriously, I'm not kidding.
Wow.
I know. My goodness. I love it.
We got some serious loopers out there.
These people are hardcore.
Leslie Blair says, my sister-in-law's husband had never been to Walt Disney World until we went as a group of 11 around 10 years ago. He thought he was going to hate it. Growing up, he didn't have Disney people in his life. We stayed at the villas at Wilderness Lodge, now Boulder Ridge, and now he's hooked. Want to wow a non-Disney person? Stay with them at a deluxe or DVC resort. Wow their socks off.
That is true.
That's true. That's what I did with my wife.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I remember.
We stayed at the beach club, and that was it. That was the end of that.
You've lost a lot of money since that decision.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Calvin O'Connor says, I'm going through the same experience now. My girlfriend doesn't love Disney like me, but she tolerates it. She said we can only go once every 3 to 5 years after this year. Oh, but I'm hoping she has an amazing time in Walt Disney World and may just turn her around. I'm going for a day, not at the parks, and doing a few extra experiences. The day we have off, we are going to a character breakfast at Cape May, and then going mini golfing at the Swan Dolphin, maybe a break or downtown Disney and Boma for dinner. What I love about Walt Disney World, as opposed to Disneyland, which we did last year, is all that extra stuff to do, which is why it's so amazing and why I love it. There is almost always something new to do.
There you go.
How about that? I'll throw this out there to Calvin, something to consider. Maybe you've done this. A Disney cruise or maybe even an Adventures by Disney.
Oh, yeah.
That way you're kind of getting the different experiences, but still kind of that same Disney guiding you type thing.
Well, and that quality, that Disney quality.
Exactly right.
You know, that keeps us coming back to the Disney parks, you know. So
right.
That's a good call. Rachel Irwin Curry says splurge. That's splurge. Huh?
Oh, I like the splurge.
All right, yeah, we'll have to. All right, splurge a little on delicious food and drinks. I took my friends on a monorail bar crawl via the Resort Loop.
Woohoo!
In the middle of our Magic Kingdom day. They were in awe of how amazing the hotels were, and it was a perfect break from the parks. There you go.
Awesome. Todd Samuels, he breaks it down simply, just says stay on property.
That's right. That's key. I think that's key.
Absolutely, it's key. And Susie Morales, she chimed in there. She said, absolutely. But even more so at the Magic Kingdom or Epcot resorts. They're costly, yes, but the Disney challenged man will appreciate the quick and easy entry. She says, speaking from experience, my partner at 12 years hates Disney, but he behaves for me. There are just a few things I do when I take him. Stay in the Epcot resort area for easy entrance and exit. She said last December we stayed at the Beach Club. 1 point for him. Avoid
Absolutely.
strategically planning the day, which includes no fast passes, no Disney bus transportation, no making advanced dining reservations, absolutely no park hopping, and most definitely no meet and greets. She said, I did manage to get him on Soarin' and Kilimanjaro safaris, but only because it was my birthday and I told the cast member I was with a Disney challenged man. He took pity on me and let us walk right onto the rides. How about that?
Wow.
She goes, oh, magical moment, if you will, it was called. Needless to say, he rarely comes to Disney with me. I mostly go with my adult daughter, and when we go to Disney, we go ham.
I don't know what ham means. But now I'm hungry.
You can't go wrong with ham. Maybe it's a little guy from Toy Story.
Oh, maybe. Is that they go with him? Interesting. We don't know all of these little things that you guys have, so Susie, let us know what ham means.
It must be a hook.
Susie is exactly right, and I can't emphasize this enough. No park hopping with a non-Disney person.
No.
You're going to wipe them out.
Exactly.
Aaron Anita Pratt says, tap into what they like. The first time I went to Disney with my now husband, he didn't see what the hype was. To him, it was just a theme park. He loves thrill rides, though, so we made sure those were high on our priority list at each park. He quickly changed his tune. It was even his idea to go back to Walt Disney World for our honeymoon. There you go.
Oh, wow. See? Converted.
Love it.
Lisa Grogan Bursey. She gave us a little pronouncer there, Bob.
Oh, yeah.
When in doubt, send us a pronouncer.
Yeah, absolutely.
She said, be gentle. Our enthusiasm can be scary. Take them to Disney Springs and introduce them to non-character events and food. When they have softened up a little, get a photo in front of an icon, like the castle of Spaceship Earth. When they remember the good time they had, they will be ready to jump onto a small puddle of pixie dust next time.
There you go.
Exactly.
Something else you got to think about is time of the year. You know, if it's really hot, you got to take more breaks.
Oh, without a doubt.
Tamara Spidell.
Tamara.
She says, figure out what they do like. Are they thrill ride people? Do they like Broadway-style shows? Are they foodies? Then build a plan around their likes and interests. And for the love of all things holy, do not run them ragged doing rope drop to close.
Right.
Great tip. She says, my non-Disney husband jokes we were a hair away from divorce after I did that to him. LOL. Yeah, don't do that.
Oh, my goodness. Let's see. Robin Swanson. My husband and I converted our non-Disney best friend into our Disney-loving best friend a few years ago. Our first stop was Sanaa, then a day at the Magic Kingdom, including a stop at Trader Sam's, rounding out the day with wishes. Did the trick because now he's an annual pass holder with us and took a New Year's Eve friend-cation.
Ooh.
How about that? So great. Food plus a fun bar plus nostalgia equals our new Disney fan.
Very nice. It's a great idea.
Love
there
it.
There you go. Trader Sam's is so much fun.
It is fun.
Peg Zisman says, several years ago, I booked my then girlfriend and me with a 3-day trip to Walt Disney World. She was not a Disney fan. I took her to Magic Kingdom and Epcot. We rode all the classic attractions and ate our way around the World Showcase. We even danced at the Boardwalk Dance Hall. By the time we left, she was hooked. 2 years later, I married her. Mission accomplished. Put some planning into the trip by booking a couple of dinners in advance as well as some fast passes, but also leave plenty of flexibility to make impromptu decisions throughout. I think Magic Kingdom is a must, even for non-Disney folks, as Epcot. Book your fast passes for attractions like Pirates, Haunted Mansion, and Space Mountain. Ride the People Mover in Monorail. Eat somewhere good, maybe Ohana at the nearby Polynesian. Over at Epcot, spend plenty of time around the World Showcase. Shop. Try some snacks and drinks in a variety of pavilions. Focus on rides like Spaceship Earth, Soarin', and Test Track. Maybe try the behind-the-scenes tour. And for fireworks, I would suggest seeing the illuminations at Epcot over Happily Ever After at Magic Kingdom for non-Disney people. That's probably true. While you're there, be yourself and get swept up in positive energy. Those good vibes are contagious, and the attitudes of one's travel partner often makes or breaks a vacation overall feel and experience. So have fun, and your travel buddies will too. Great tip, Peg.
Love it, Peg. Sheila Ginsburg.
Sheila. Oh, Sheila.
There you go. She says, don't do your usual thing and try to maximize every Disney minute. Try to hide your impatience as you take things more slowly and intersperse quiet times and breaks between attractions. Don't overwhelm them with your nerdy Disney details and backstory unless they ask. Try to hide your eye rolling at their comments and non-fan takes on things. And don't take it personally. She says patience.
That's true.
It is true.
That is great advice there.
Right.
I love it. Ben Fluth.
Hey, Ben.
Just got back from Disneyland Paris. Ben.
Look at him.
All right. Says, stay at a nice resort and don't overdo it in the parks. Take time to relax.
A lot of relaxing going on. I love that.
Absolutely.
Let's see here. Jackie Dauphinius. Hope I got that right, Jackie. Play into the things that you already know about your non-Disney friends. Do they love sports? Check out what's going on at the ESPN Wide World of Sports and check out some preseason baseball or another sporting event. Are they in the water sports or boating? Rent a Sprite, pontoon, boat, or etc. at one of the resorts. She said my fave is from the Contemporary. Are they into plays or musicals? There are way too many options to list for a park entertainment. Do they love water parks? Typhoon Lagoon and Blizzard Beach will do the trick. Are your friends really into fitness? Tell them I walked over 90 miles in 7 days at Disney. Park open to close every day. Do they love food? Tell them about the amazing dining experiences you can have. Have your friends ever watched a Disney movie? Of course they have. End of story.
There you go.
How about that? I love it.
Everybody knows Disney. Everybody. Matthew Wallace, good pal of the show, over there at Buckeye. What is it? Buckeye Mouse fans. We love Matthew.
We do.
And everybody over there. For me, the best way to begin would be to head straight for Magic Kingdom Park. My first visit was mind-blowing as I walked toward the entrance for the first time. Add to that the gradual reveal as you come around town square of Cinderella Castle, and that should do it. If it doesn't, they may be a lost cause and you should cut them loose or wander in their own while you go about enjoying a magical visit.
That's
wow.
right.
Matthew's ready to cut people loose.
That's what you got to do.
Wow.
Keep moving forward. Holly Carter says, don't overdo it with outsiders. Overwhelm will not nurture a budding love for our happy place. Also, know what they like and speak to that. Not a big crowd fan, but like the outdoors? Hit parks early or late and in moderation. And take them fishing at one of the many on-site places or over to the stable at Fort Wilderness for a trail ride. There is something for everyone here.
Absolutely.
Without a doubt.
Absolutely. You got to know who you're traveling with.
Yes.
Vicky Marie.
Vicky.
Bing and Bong's mom.
Yes.
Says, don't take them, take me instead.
There you go.
I agree with that.
Susan Lawson says, have them ride Flight of Passage with a Fast Pass. This worked for my for my non-Disney husband. He was blown away by the ride and super impressed with his ever-loving Disney wife for scoring a Fast Pass for a ride with a 4-hour wait.
Yeah, if you got big, roller coaster type people, make sure you get Fast Passes for the big ones.
Yes.
So, Joe Quattrochi.
Joe.
The original Super Looper says, I would look to what they like to do. Do they like to golf, shop, play tennis, swim, boating, spa, work out, run, etc.? Are they foodies? Turn them on to the many activities that Walt Disney World has to offer. Also, if staying on property, turn them on to the daily activities that are planned at the resorts. Also, plan a fantastic meal and drinks to cap off the night. But whatever you do, if they aren't Disney people, they won't understand the amount of planning and how overwhelming a Disney trip can be. So try and have some activities already planned out as to not overwhelm them and frustrate them. So that's a great tip, Jim.
Yeah, very well said.
Yep.
Mark Cooper says, sit them down on Main Street and let them see how much the joy there is to be found here. If they still don't get that Disney feeling, then give them directions to Universal Studios and enjoy a day without them.
Wow.
Mark's sending them loose.
Wow, a lot of our loopers cutting people loose. Finally, Eric Whitlock says, I'm loving all these replies. We are planning a trip for February 2019 with a non-Disney person and her 2 kids. So far, my plan is to thoroughly involve her in the planning. If she has buy-in, then she should be more accepting of the plan. Also, I like the idea of not going Disney commando or planning every little minute, trying to do as much as possible. My family has done that a couple of times, and we love it because we love everything Disney. It might be better to take it slow and let the first-timers soak it in like we all did the first time we went as kids. So there you go.
Awesome.
Some great tips from all of Looper Nation. Thank you again for Karalyn Gibbs for that question. That's a lot of great tips for that non-Disney person.
It was great.
Anything you'd like to add, Tim?
I would throw in maybe nice dinners. Visit Disney Springs.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people who aren't Disney fans maybe don't even really know it's there. And there's so many unique dining experiences. I mean, you have Homecoming, which we always talk about. You got Morimoto Asia. Even a burger at Deluxe Burgers are fantastic.
Yeah.
The Boathouse. And don't forget the Tea Traders by Joffrey's over there. Swing by there. How about you?
Absolutely. I agree with you 100%. I think, if they're truly not Disney fans, show them the non-Disney side of Disney. Because there's a lot of non-Disney sides to Walt Disney World, including like World Showcase and that type of thing. But the number one tip's got to be don't push them. Don't do commando style, because it's just going to frustrate them. They're going to be hot, tired, and hate every second of it. Oh, and stay on property. You got to stay on property.
Oh, right. One more thing.
Because they're not getting that whole thing.
Exactly. Yeah. Don't be afraid to call an audible. If you see they're not having fun with whatever you're doing right then, don't be afraid to just change it up right there.
Oh, great tip. Yeah, pay attention. Because when we go, we're thinking about all the things we like to do.
Right.
You got to pay attention to what the other folks are going through. That's great tip. Well, again, thank you all, Looper Nation, for participating in that. And Tim.
Yes.
That is all I've got.
Everybody, well, thanks for joining us. If you'd like to phone in and open, we might get it on a little sooner than the Castros, who were nice enough to leave us one during Christmas at area code 414
WDW
Loop. And also Facebook, Twitter, the website, all that kind of stuff. And
don't forget to rate us on iTunes, and we'll read your rating on the show as well. Or go over to the website, and you can comment over there. And what else should folks do, Tim?
Everyone, please go out there and share the Gateway to the Magic.
See you, everybody.
Vacation memories will stay with you and your family for a lifetime. The Resort Loop Travel Group was created with this in mind. Our fee-free services will relieve you of the stress and confusion of finding and booking the best vacation at the best price. After booking, we will continue to monitor for ways to save you even more on your vacation. We will check for any upcoming packages and discounts to save you as many vacation dollars as possible. Resort Loop Travel Group, gateway to your magical vacation memories. Get a quote, or for more information, visit ResortLoopTravelGroup.com.